Happy Friday, and welcome to this week's edition of the Clinton Howell Team's Weekly Market Update. I'm your host, Clinton Howell, broker with Remax Escarpment Realty. What the Howell is going on? Well, let's start with some forward guidance regarding the Bank of Canada. Some information here from the RBC Economics Department. This is intended for the week of October 27th, so the coming week. The U.S. Federal Reserve and the Bank of Canada are both expected to cut policy rates on Wednesday, adding to 25 basis point reductions each from September. Another reduction from the U.S. Federal Reserve is widely expected. U.S. labor markets have been softening. The U.S. unemployment rate has edged higher as well. The decision from the Bank of Canada is a bit less straightforward. The reduction last month came amid elevated trade uncertainty, a weaker economy, and less upside risk to inflation, according to the central bank. Since September, data on growth and inflation have not surprised enough on the upside to derail another reduction this month. So we're fully expecting to see another 25 basis point reduction from the Bank of Canada, which will directly impact and help those with variable rate mortgages. It will also help to loosen monetary policy, help to stimulate and support the economy, which we need right now drastically. It's a battlefield out there. As you know, we've got a lot going on in our economy and especially in the political front right now in our country and with our country south of the border. What is specifically happening in our Burlington real estate market? Well, we've got a similar number of listings compared to last week and a similar number of sales over the past 30 days compared to last week. We've still got about 4.5 months worth of supply of inventory. So there's a fair bit of inventory on the market still. We're seeing most activity, most success in the detached homes and the semi-detached home. But detached homes is really, prices are down. People are going for it. Time to let's get into a detached home while we can afford to do so. Median days on market about 3 weeks, average about 37 days. And we're seeing a lot of cancels and relists, price reductions. So the cumulative average, when you factor all that in, is about 68 days on the market. Most negotiations that are happening for successful deals, about 3.25% off of the asking price in the Burlington area. In Hamilton, similar to last week for number of listings, sales are down slightly for the past 30 days as compared to the numbers last week. Got over 6 months worth of supply in the Hamilton area, so a ton of supply, strong buyer's market still in Hamilton. Even though there are buyer's market conditions, we're seeing the most sell through on detached and semi-detached homes there as well. Median days on market has upticked to 30 days, the average of 43. It's taking a bit longer to sell a property in Hamilton. And if you factor in cumulative average, cancels, relists, all that stuff I was mentioning, we're at about 77 days on market for average there. And we're seeing a bit more negotiating going on. Understandably, most successful trades in Hamilton are coming in just over 4% off of their asking prices. In the Oakville area, we've got listings are down slightly compared to last week, and sales are up a tiny bit. So that's a good sign. We've still got over 5 months worth of supply in Oakville, though, and it's still tracking as a buyer's market, although the trend is it's improving. The absorption rates are improving. If we look at the past several weeks, we were in the 20% range, then last week in the 30% range. Now we're 40.51% on the absorption rate. So things are improving in Oakville. Again, most traction is being seen in the detached and the semi-detached areas. Median days on market, same as last week at 24 days. Average days on market also same as last week at 34 days. And the cumulative average sitting at 67. Most negotiations in Oakville are coming in around 4.5 to 4.7% off the asking price. So a bit more negotiations happening in Oakville in terms of a percentage. That's all I have for you today. If you have any questions about this report or anything else real estate, please reach out. Love to hear from my fans.